Hi everybody, Dr. Eric Cobb back with you this week. I hope you're having a fantastic week. You know what? We're headed into Thanksgiving, and what we're going to talk about today is your brain and gratitude. Now, the reason that this is important to me is that Thanksgiving is really one of my favorite holidays. I love the name, Thanksgiving. In other words, taking time to figure out what you're grateful for, what you are thankful for in your lives. Maybe it's your loved ones, your family, friends, maybe it's your work, what you're contributing to the world. I don't know. But if we look hard, we can generally find a lot of things to be thankful for. Now, the reason I say Thanksgiving in your brain is this. One of the things that we're learning is that we can adapt and change our brain circuitry. And we've been talking about this if you've been following the blog, if you've been following Z Health for over a decade. The idea is called neuroplasticity. And one of the things that is showing up in research, this isn't just me standing here going, hey, this is what I think. This is really based on research, that we can retrain our brains to become more thankful. And whenever we retrain our brains to become more thankful, we actually become happier people. So think about that. It kind of makes sense, right? If you spend a lot of time thinking about the things in your life that have come to you that you're grateful for, it actually is very empowering and improves your general state of being, improves your happiness, and it improves your productivity and your health. So at the end of the day, one of the things I'm always trying to get our clients to understand and our students is to go, listen, no matter where you are, take a little bit of time each day and begin training your brain to look for the good. That's the message of today's blog. Take a little bit of time to look for the good. Now, with that in mind, I want to show you a little tool that we've come across that I love. We were introduced to this by one of our business coaches, and it's called the 5-Minute Journal. All right, the 5-Minute Journal. And this is a fantastic tool because basically what happens when you open up the journal, you have just a few lines to fill in every day. And the first 3 lines are, I am grateful for. And I've been practicing this process for some time, and I will tell you what's amazing is that when we direct the brain to look for things to be thankful or grateful for, we can find them. Even in the midst of hardship, in the midst of things that are really driving us nuts, if your business is struggling, if you're having relationship problems, looking for the good can be an incredibly empowering thing that you do, because if you do it in the mornings, you do it in the evenings, you just take the 2 or 3 minutes to find something good and write it down. It gives you a tremendous amount of perspective on your life, and what I've found is it gives you a tremendous amount of energy to devote to creating change. So the 5-Minute Journal, please check it out. It's a fantastic tool. There's more stuff in it, but I just really wanted to talk about the whole idea of gratitude today. Now, the one thing about this particular resource is that currently it is not available for your phone or your iPad. And I think there's something cool about that, where you're actually taking the time to write stuff by hand. I think most of us still remember how to do that. But if you're looking for something a little bit more electronic, you can create your own. There are multiple diary apps, things that you can put on your iPhone, your iPad, whatever it is, and you set an alarm, and at 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock in the morning, whenever you choose, you take about 30 seconds to 2 minutes and you go, I'm thankful for, and you type it in. Now, our business coach also has an app that I wanted to tell you about. We're going to put the link for it below the video. And it's called WinStreak. It's actually one of the ones that we've been using in our office, and it's a really cool little application. It's incredibly simple, but it's basically doing exactly what we've talked about. You talk about the 3 things that you did today that were great, and the 3 things that you're going to do tomorrow. Now, the reason I keep bringing all this up, and I keep using the term 3, the number 3, is that for the most part, when we see people trying to create behavior change, if you try to do too much, if you go, you know what, I'm going to sit down and write a journal entry every night about the things I'm grateful for, probably won't happen. But if you say, I'm going to write 3 words or 3 sentences, and that's it, about things I'm grateful for, that's a behavior change that is simple enough that most of us can begin enacting it. And over the course of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, it can become habitual. And if you're paying attention to what it's doing inside you, if you're paying attention to how it may be modifying your thinking, giving you energy, improving your general well-being and happiness, I think you'll find it so valuable that by the time you've got a little bit of practice in, you'll be dedicated to it for life. So as we're coming up on the holiday of Thanksgiving, I'm going to encourage you to look for the good every day, not just on Thanksgiving, because in doing so, you're going to do the very best thing you can, not only for your own life and your own brain, but for everyone that you come in contact with. So happy Thanksgiving. Have a fantastic week.